What to do when a tornado blows by your house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Make a Van Halen video. Next on Heels and Quads.
And all the people here tonight.
Welcome back, Heels and Quads Media here on YouTube. I'm Tommy, and I'm back with another video. As I said, a tornado blew through this morning about 4:30 this morning. So I am without power, powering this all by my laptop. Got my ring light plugged into my laptop so I can have enough light to at least do a video, because there's nothing else to do. Couldn't go to work. My wife got called into work because she's emergency personnel. Figured why not go ahead and get this video done, and then I don't have to worry about a Van Halen video this week. And you've got something to watch. So we're at number 3. Top 3. Top 4 could be rotated anyway. I've heard all 4 of these albums be someone's favorite here and there, whether it be on YouTube or amongst friends. But all 4 of these albums easily could be, again, dependent on your mood. Like I said, with Fair Warning at number 4, all of these could be rotated 1, 2, 3, 4. I get it. This one, like I said in the Fair Warning video, this one is at number 3 simply because I listened to it more than Fair Warning. I probably have listened to Fair Warning more recently. More recently. Due to the fact that it's just still somewhat different, because I spent so much time with my 3 through 1. And even Diver Down at 5, even though it's at 5, I still listen to it a ton because it's just a fun album. And I like the covers, but that's also one of the reasons why it's at 5 and not higher up, is because there's so many covers. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment down below. Tell me where Van Halen II ranks on your list. Released March 23rd, 1979, Van Halen II. There's the back. Alright. So this album came pretty quick because the first album was released in February of 78. They toured extensively, then went into the studio, got the second album done. And I mean, 1 and 2 you can kind of listen to it back to back, and nothing really changes other than the fact 1 gets so much love because it's a lot of those kind of got first pick. The debut, they had so many songs already written and ready to go, and they played a lot of the second album, it seems like, on that first tour, but obviously they weren't, out yet. But the first album gets first pick at what songs go on it, and then the second album kind of gets what's left, the quote-unquote leftovers, plus newly written songs. Not for lack of good material, because this record, I know of at least 5 to maybe even 10 people off the top of my head that I've heard say that this is their favorite Van Halen album. So, and I get it, because it's a good album. It's a part 2. It's a continuation of the party, and you've got a pretty decent sized hit, maybe even 2 really decent sized hits on this that you still hear on the radio probably every day. If you listen to the radio or Sirius XM or whatever you listen to, you would hear these songs at least once a day. And that's Dance the Night Away, which is that fun pop rock kind of dance party song, and then Beautiful Girls, which I always associate with summer, because it seems like that was always on the radio, like either on a boat or somebody's boombox on the beach or whatever. And then you've got, side 2, I think, is... Oh, and Somebody Get Me a Doctor, also on side 1. And then their cover of You're No Good, most famously done by Linda Ronstadt, which her version is phenomenal. And I actually like Van Halen's version as well. I think they did a really good job on it. I know most people are kind of wishy-washy, but I kind of like that. That's one of the things I like about Van Halen. And even though Diver Down is pretty much 70-30 covers to originals, or 60-40 covers to originals, it's fun because especially early on, Van Halen was always doing, at least a cover an album in the beginning. And I think that's one of the things that kind of make them fun because even now, like I'll find myself just randomly, seeking out somebody's cover version of a popular song, from even the 70s, 80s, or even 90s. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be like a well-known band that does it. It's like anybody could do it, and I want to hear somebody else's take on it, see how they consume the song, and then also make it their own. And then, like I said, side two I think is super underrated. Spanish Fly, DOA. Here, I'll show you the vinyl here. Side two, mine's got a little thing on it. Somebody's little sticky. It looks like they sold it for $1. This is probably from a yard sale at some point. But Light Up the Sky, Spanish Fly, DOA, Women in Love, and Beautiful Girls rounds out the album. That's side two. Side one, You're No Good, Dance the Night Away, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Bottoms Up, Out of Love Again. So, I mean, all of those pretty well-known songs, I'd say out of all of the songs, minus You're No Good, because I feel like some version or another, everybody kind of knows that song or gets the gist of it. I'd say the least known songs, probably Out of Love Again, and maybe Women in Love. I think DOA and Light Up the Sky are both pretty well known, at least if you're a fan of this genre of music, and if you're watching this, chances are you're a fan of this genre of music, or else why would you be watching it? Unless YouTube just suggested it and you decided to click on it because you like the thumbnail, you like the way Van Halen looks. As far as my least favorite song, that's tough. This is one of those you just gotta pick one. So I like this whole album. I don't think I've ever skipped a song on it, whether it be on vinyl or CD or even streaming. If I have to just pick one, I'll go with Out of Love Again. 2:49, quick, to the point, whatever. And not that I would skip it. So, I mean, like I said, just because I have to pick one. Favorite song, this is going to be so unpopular, but I got to go with Dance the Night Away. I've always loved that song. The way it opens, that that riff is so Eddie Van Halen. I just love that song. I think it's well written. It's a good rock, pop, dance, party song. Honorable mention, I'll go with DOA. They found a dirty-faced kid in a garbage can. I think this is a song that among Van Halen fans, we love it, but to the common folk that maybe just kind of listen to Van Halen for the hits, probably, I mean, they've probably heard it if they've listened to Van Halen, like, other than the radio or just, maybe owning 45s even back in the day. But I feel like that is a good representation of the band, and if you're looking for something on this album, that's what my honorable mentions are. If you're looking for something on an album that you might not hear traditionally in a rotation of some kind, DOA is what you should seek out on Van Halen 2. So let me know in the comments where you rank Van Halen 2. Do you agree with number 3? I see a lot of lists where it's pretty low, and I don't think I can dig that very well. So let me know where you rank Van Halen 2, and of course subscribe, like, comment down below, and ring the bell notification. Click the bell notification so you get notified when a new video comes out. We're almost to 2,000 subscribers. We're pretty close to starting to do lives again. And hopefully Levi can get us an Iron Maiden video. So tell your friends, tell your enemies, and I'll see you next time.